All right, this is Neprite, and welcome to the Outerhaven podcast, number 61.
61.
And with me today we have my man Shadowz. What's up, Hack?
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? We have brand new. What's up?
Hi ho, hi ho.
Who you calling ho?
No ho.
We got Josh. What's up, Josh?
Konbanwa.
We got LizLiz. What up, Liz?
Hello.
We got Slash.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up? And last but not least, we have legend, Elliott.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's going on?
We got a full house here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. So, we got Michelle, we got, DJ.
I think the only person we're missing is
Uncle Jesse.
Is Elf.
I'm Uncle Jesse, by the way.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, the Nielsen twins, the grown-up version.
All right.
All right, well, let's jump into this. If you guys haven't been paying attention, there's been a lot of sad news going on in the video game journey community recently with the closure of several popular sites. Joystiq, massively. WoW Insider, thanks to the restructuring efforts of AOL or AOL, who hasn't been really profitable in the last couple of years, who apparently their main source of income, their profitability still comes from dial-up internet. I mean, who still uses dial-up internet?
People who are technically dead.
People?
I want to say who uses dial-up internet. Wow.
So do they still send out them discs?
I don't know. I haven't seen one, but
it may just be like non-delinquent accounts. People have them
Listen,
automatically paid.
You should look that up.
There are plenty of elderly people that AOL caters to, and that's where they get their money.
My mom uses Fios, thank you. So does my aunts. So did my grandfather before he passed.
You know what?
Maybe old people in Florida.
I don't know, man.
Florida is has the largest old population on Earth.
You know what? I forgot when I was at work, and you all know the work I do. I forgot there are a lot of people in remote areas of the United States that don't get internet, and remote areas of the world. And I forgot. I'm glad you all reminded me. So that's where most of the AOL subscribers are from. People that can get phone service but can't get any internet.
Well,
third world states and third world countries.
I mean, I can't speak on that, but
yeah, that's also true. Where people can't get it's hard for people to get like say satellite stuff. It's also hard to.
Yeah. But it's like Wyoming and Montana. You don't hear about broadband up there.
You can't get broadband up there.
Right. Exactly.
That's
DSL is the best you can get.
Dial-up DSL access again. High-speed DSL, huh?
There should be like a movement to help those.
Well, it can't be a movement if there's not enough people.
There have been, and it's been really difficult to try to push on broadband out. Anyway, back on topic. Pretty much, yeah. These, how long has Joystiq's been around?
10 years.
10 years, about
yeah.
Like
for a while.
the last thing I really heard that they were in was like that thing with the article of gaming while black.
That was a pretty good article.
That was a great article. That made me wonder: is there a difference gaming when black or gaming when Asian? I mean, even though it's Asian superior, all hail mighty Japan.
But I thought part of the beef some people had was like it was written from apparently from the black people perspective when it was written by like a white lady.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I heard about this from an event status video where pretty much the perspective of the article was about gaming while black, and pretty much she talked about it as if it was from a first-person perspective. She did take things from her friends, and people reacted to the article pretty harshly. And after that, like they instead of showing the art, the person's face who wrote it, they overwrote it to have say Joystiq staff, like it was like it's from an amorphous person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
we actually mentioned
in other
this.
words, she did the video game journalistic version of like blackface, you could say.
We talked about this in the last podcast. It didn't make it to
Or
technical
maybe
issues.
she was actually. I would go on a limb here, and maybe she was actually talking about her experiences of gaming while female, and then hiding it behind something she thought would be more acceptable.
So she was like the pre-SJW before SJW. I get it. I totally get it.
No, it's already there. It's already there. The term already exists. It's already out. But,
but this was before
I didn't
it
hear
became
about this article, by the way. I didn't hear.
But yeah, Keith, the site had a long history. Can you recount any great scoops or any stories that like particularly touched you?
I can't say that there has. I mean, I will say that Joystiq was probably one of the main websites I used to go to several years ago, even up to this day. Now, not anymore, obviously. And they were one of the main reasons why I wanted to start the Outerhaven, because what they did, and then even after the fact that when they started Joystiq, and then when Chris Grant left and started Polygon,
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I used to bounce between Kotaku and Joystiq.
Yeah, and then I just stopped going to Kotaku all the time. It was mainly between other sites like NeoGAF, which is pretty much everything in there, in Joystiq, and WoW Insider, because my World of Warcraft, and Massively, those were probably three of the sites I went to every day. And the Joystiq staff, while they had their ups and downs, they did a damn good job for what they were doing.
Could you describe any of the things that caused your tastes to change from Joystiq to those other sites?
No, it was just more of the fact that certain sites cater to certain things. I didn't have any issues with any of the editors, unlike some people that had huge issues with some of the editors, and especially the managing editor. I didn't have any change. Nothing that I saw made me change my reading habits. It's just I was just focused on other sites, and obviously focused on our site, so I stopped going there. Okay. I actually focused more on, again, NeoGAF, Polygon, Engadget, and actually Japanese gaming-related websites more.
My main thing was with the way, since I used to be on the go a lot, I was attuned to looking at it on my mobile. When they changed it, how it looked on the mobile device, that's what made me change who I look at when I look at them.
Was it like inconvenient? Was it really inconvenient?
If you go to Joystiq right now on our site, when you click on an article, it doesn't look bad, but it looks like it's condensed and weird. But I mean, it's neither here nor there. But when I'm at my desktop, on my iPad or a bigger device other than a smartphone, it looks pretty good. I mean, I usually stick with Joystiq.
I thought their mobile site was pretty decent, the way that the swipe gestures are.
I didn't like that. But then I'm your typical American.
I read some Forbes articles. I read some Forbes articles, and it has a lot more of the swipe stuff, and I don't know. It doesn't feel comfortable for me.
I guess I'm your typical American. I'm opposed to change.
Okay. But I'm not saying, I'm not going to argue about the design or the controversies they had in the past. It's more or less, a loss to the gaming journalism industry, because regardless of what you liked about them or didn't like, they still did their job, and they were one of the oldest websites out there. A lot of sites have been shuttered down over the last couple of years, and this is just another one, which I'm actually surprised didn't happen sooner, because they were owned by American Online.
But maybe there was some readership that was still profitable for them.
I think they still are. I think that they are. It's just not in the eyes of American Online. It's just not doing it for them.
Yeah, I think they're trying to roll up I thought they're trying to roll up some. They'll probably roll up some of the editors and people into the Engadget site, where they'll make it a little bit larger.
That's what they said they were doing.
They're probably going to halve the team, but
that's something AOL has always been doing. I mean, before that, it used to be several different websites that you had to go to, like PS3fanboy.com, Xbox 360 fanboy.com, and then they all merged into Joystiq.
Right.
So it only makes sense that now Joystiq is going to just become part of Engadget.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people have been talking about that, and I've been talking about that a lot the last couple of days. And here's the problem that I have. They're saying that Joystiq is basically going to be part of Engadget. However, the majority of the Joystiq staff are gone. So it's name only. You don't have the talent. The talent is gone.
Yeah.
I think maybe two people are left.
Yeah, I think they'll probably get more. They'll probably get more. Some bargain basement writers. Or
So-
like they'll have freelance contributors, but they probably won't have as much of like.
Joystiq does have a lot of
culture.
freelance.
Yeah, and that's how the video game journalist platform is doing anyway. There's a lot of journalists, or freelance journalists out there. So
Okay.
I mean, it's like I said, it's just sad that they're going. I wouldn't want them to go out like that, and it wasn't like they knew what was happening. They kept, people kept saying, "Hey, Joystiq, you're closing." There were articles last week saying, "Hey, Joystiq, you're closed,"
And they had to report on the rumor like, "Hey guys, you're out of a job." Like, oh,
yeah.
God.
So, yeah, I didn't know that. They didn't tell me that. Am I out of a job? No comment. I guess I still had a job. And then, it comes down that, oh, hey, you guys are closing down with Massively and WoW Insider. Bye.
So these guys are journalists. How the hell did everybody else know that they're closing?
Yeah.
And they didn't. And
Because their corporate overlords probably chose not to tell them straight up.
No.
Told them
That's
like,
not what I'm
speak to
saying.
anyone
No.
about it.
Listen
Yeah.
to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. How the hell did everybody else? These guys are journalists. You have the internet. You understand?
Yo,
In other words, how did they get sued?
Generally speaking, do you report on your own parents?
No.
Yeah.
That's not
no,
what I'm
Neff,
saying. Like,
okay,
listen,
that's
it's
kind of
pretty,
thing.
it's pretty simple. It's
Listen
pretty
to what I'm
simple.
saying.
No,
Really,
it's pretty simple.
really?
No, it's not hard because they were rumors, and they
Yeah.
basically said we don't report on rumors.
I'm just. Oh, so they knew the rumors.
Yes, they knew that.
Oh,
they
okay,
made a
that's what I'm
story
saying.
on it. They actually said it themselves. They knew what was happening. They knew what was going on. They heard the rumblings.
Yeah,
they
I
heard
remember
that.
reading that.
Oh,
And
okay.
they made an
Sounded
article
like they
saying,
didn't know. From what
yeah,
you're
no, they
saying,
made an
sounded
article
like they
saying,
didn't
hey,
know. Oh, okay.
we know about this. Last thing we knew, we're still here. And then, a
okay.
day or so later,
This game.
they're gone.
Denial.
It's
So
not. I don't want to call it denial. I want to call it. This is me just being spiteful. Because you guys just were good journalists. When are you going to follow up on these goddamn rumors? Someone's talking shit about you, man. Follow up.
Also, I think they weren't. What is it? I thought they on the quality of their articles. Did they report on rumors in general on the site, Keith?
Most people report. Who doesn't report on speculation?
That's true. Yeah.
That's the new news these days.
You have to report on speculation. You have to do that if you're.
I mean, depending on who it is, I mean, it's their job and our job to report on speculation. The only people that would deny it is if the actual source. Like if I'm talking stuff about Nintendo and saying Nintendo is going to discontinue all Super Mario games, it's up to Nintendo to say, yes, we're going to do that, or no comment.
No comment.
So in Joystiq's part, it was no comment.
Right.
And as far as the rumor thing,
it's pretty
is still wrong.
Yeah, it's still pretty bad to have this like talk to your editor say, "Am I going to be able to eat tomorrow?" No comment.
No, that's corporate
I'm
America.
sure people knew it even before then and were looking.
Actually, Gabe, I've done that before in my real job. What I would say is it's over. I told you about this several times.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So-
end of the day is, I wish the editors there, I wish everybody there good luck. Massively, WoW Insider, and also Joystiq, because there were a lot of good people, and hopefully land on our feet and find something soon. I know a couple other websites are actually reaching out to them now, but the problem with that is, you get on one site, and who's to say that they don't get closed down later on because their parent company decides that they're not profitable anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like everybody who's jumped on and got these big sponsors all these years ago are now coming back like, we don't want you. We're closing down.
Yeah.
But it's not even just half to gaming websites. I mean, the New York Times laid off so many people.
Right.
Yeah.
People are just getting their news from other sources now.
I think it's just people is getting their news online, period. The New York Times had them layoffs because of all the press printers and all this stuff. Nobody's buying really printed media anymore.
But they had online.
Yeah, they have
Subscription.
they have online subscriptions for the media as well.
You know what it reminds me of, guys? What is that movie? What is it? Damn, Walter Mitty. What is that movie?
The Secret Life of Walter.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. When they came into the company and said, we're downsizing, we're making it all digital now. You guys are out of a job. And that's what's happening here. Not with Joystiq in specific, but the actual industry.
That's what's happening to Sega.
Speaking of layoffs,
Sega.
let's go to Sega.
Going to Sega.
So is this the pink slip edition of the Outerhaven podcast?
Man, don't say
Hey,
that.
Hack, let me ask you a question. Are we going to sell out? And if we sell out,
No.
which company are we going to be bought? What company would you bought to buy us?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sell out. And if I did sell out, And if I did sell out, it would be an unanimous decision. We all would have to agree on it.
It'd be an anonymous decision?
Unanimous. We all have to agree.
Anonymous.
Unanimous. We all have to agree. It has to be 100% or nothing. How's that?
I want to sell out.
I want to sell out.
I vote for this unanimous decision.
No. So what's up with Sega and laying off people?
Yes. So right, that means good things are happening when Sega's laying off. That means
that's never a good thing.
That is a good thing. Listen,
that is a terrible thing.
The story of
I give
Sega's
two
life.
shits about Sega. So when I hear anything bad about Sega going, that means my life is getting better. Which means that Sega
Anyway.
that Sega is coming closer to annihilation.
No. Okay. So let's
This
keep
mean
it
one
focused,
of two
guys.
things. I have two theories. Now,
Okay,
let's see Sega as like, instead of a company that screwed up multiple times and just plain old sucks for many reasons.
Yes.
Sega started out making systems. And systems, I would say, people pay attention to the companies that make these things.
Yes.
They never, followed with the times. They were always behind when they were releasing any kind of new, hardware. So naturally, they get pushed out of business by Sony or Nintendo. And now we're looking at today where we only have, like, Xbox and Nintendo starting to disappear, and then we have PlayStation. It shows how the audience is constantly changing. And they've gone from systems to video games. And the video games weren't exactly popular because they weren't advertising the games. Even though they were good products, they weren't selling enough. So now they're shrinking into making mobile gaming for the blonde chick with fancy fingernails to play while she's on the way to work.
Great audience, by the way.
Right? But there, you look on the subway and the person next to you is playing some sort of game where they're like jumping off of trains to catch coins.
Hey, I like Subway Surfer, by the way.
Oh, you mean the Infinite? I guess I'd call those the Infinite Runner games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the other
Temple
Infinite
Run,
Runners.
Temple Run is the best one out of those, I would have to say.
They've gone from making System and Sonic to Valkyria Chronicles
Basically.
to Endless Running Game.
But that's been true.
horrifying.
Honestly, that's been true of, but that's been
Speaking
true
of
of
Sonic,
properties from a lot of things. Like what is it? Also, Sega has one that's on that does the same thing vertically. What is it? Final
Why am I
Fantasy made.
surprised?
What is it? I think Final Fantasy made
Do
one.
not say Final Fantasy ever.
I know All the Bravest, terrible game, but like a lot of the larger publishing houses that have much more recognizable characters have made mobile games that aren't essentially infinite runners that you can play infinitely, that entice you to pretty much buy microtransactions so that you can make more points for kind of no gain.
Yeah.
Really.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Sega, and enough loves to hear this, Sega has been in decline for many, many years, and they really haven't been on the top of the game since back in the day when they were fighting against the Super Nintendo, when the Genesis was on top.
Right.
Sega, ever since then, Sega has been making dumb mistake after dumb mistake after dumb mistake, and it's caught up with them several years ago where, they've lost majority of their in-house talent. So they started buying up different companies, which, worked out for the best for them. But, fast forward today, all Sega is trying to do now is focus on, mobile gaming, smartphone gaming, tablet gaming, and PCs. That's all they're doing now. So eventually you're going to see them complete out of the console market completely. I guarantee within the next year or so they're done.
Think of it this way. Here's the other scenario, which is, in my opinion, a scary one. A reflection of where all gaming as we know it right now is going.
I'd very much doubt
think
that.
about it. Well, no, this is just, the apocalypse scenario, because every generation these gaming systems are getting more and more elaborate and sometimes more expensive, as we saw with the PS3 era.
You know what, though, Liz? Nothing has been more expensive, though, than the 3DO and the Neo Geo. I'm just saying. Holy shit.
No, but even though those consoles are expensive, I would say that it was different because that's a new console that came out that flopped on release because, in general, when companies try to go for the strategy of make the most powerful console of a new generation, it generally doesn't kind of work out because...
Dude, I financed
they're
the 3DO.
narrowing the people who would want that system.
Yeah. I thought a lot of the problems for me for high-end AAA gaming is more that pretty much because, well, at this relatively early-ish juncture, pretty much a lot of the stuff that's made with the kind of time constraints that's made, like, too many stuff is broken, man.
I wouldn't say that, but it's a large percent of it's becoming split, and throw in another factor in there, or the dark horse. And I'm sorry to come off the Sega topic real quick, but indie gaming is becoming popular, and you're seeing a lot of AAA games from indie games that you would not expect. I would say like maybe 65-75% of my game right now are indie games, and not games from big companies. Like perfect example, I picked up the last Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare. I have yet to play it, but I've got.
You shouldn't play it. It's complete shite. But that's just me. It's complete.
But
shite.
I've got piles upon.
The Advanced Warfare is actually a good game.
But like I said, I've been playing more of my indie games than anything. Like I picked up a game a couple days ago. What was it? Super Galaxy Squadron, and a vertical shooter, and I've been playing it nonstop.
You haven't picked up Super Time Force yet? That Ultra? That's
I got that. I got that day one. I got that on Xbox One when it first came out, and then on the PC.
But
Sega's. It looks like Sega's been desiring to shift so that they want to be able to do more stuff on the PC and mobile, and on the mobile front. So I'm guessing that if they want to do anything on the main consoles, they'll probably license that out to other developers.
I mean, the weird thing is that didn't they recently purchase Atlas? So I don't know.
They own Atlas. They do own Atlas. They still have Creative Assembly, which did a fantastic game. Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation.
That's
fantastic
the only
game.
They got.
And then and they also have another studio under their money belt.
I know, that's the thing. I'm thinking like I don't know.
Who do they have?
Besides, is it the Warhammer people they purchased? Unless they lost that. The people of those Warhammer games, which I don't even know how that's still around.
Games Workshop? They own the whole brand.
Oh, I think I don't know. I'm trying to remember. It was during the THQ bomb time. I forget. But I'm just more like, wow, the mobile games, and it's a Sega. I'm like, Liz might be right. This might be the future. Well, yet again, at the same time, Sega's an old dynasty. It's only a matter of time before it hits the bucket at some point.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I'm going to guess if this is the way they're going to go, within the next 5 years, either Google or Apple's going to buy them and just dedicate that entire franchise and that business to their mobile market. That's it.
And you know what the sad part? If that actually,
I don't see a real reason for that. It should be sad for Google to buy them. Maybe another branded company, but for Google, that doesn't make sense for me.
I wouldn't say Google. I would see Amazon do it more than Google.
They don't get them from cheap too. Whoever gets them.
I wouldn't say that because Sega. As much as people rag on Sega, they have a lot of IPs in their backlog.
Yeah, but
a lot.
I feel that for a dedicated company to purchase them, I would think it would be more dedicated entertainment as opposed to these warehouse style companies like Google and Amazon. They're more like fronts for people to be able to purchase things. So purchase things for like an IP that they'd own doesn't seem like it would make sense for me.
Real quick. I would hate to see Amazon buy them because the last company Amazon bought was Double Helix, and they haven't done anything with them yet. Not that I've seen.
I think you just want I just like
what are some of the interesting IPs that Sega got? I can't think of none.
Virtual Fighter, still got Virtual Fighter. They still got Total War. They still got Sonic. They still got Golden Axe.
What's the last Virtual Fighter that
Golden Axe ain't that
good. The last Golden Axe game was pretty terrible.
It was.
Like, I'm sorry, we're not talking about the Sega of 95. I'm sorry, it's over.
I can.
Still got
Virtual Fighters.
They still got the virtual tennis games. You guys are forgetting about games that are in arcade. They still have Border Break.
Who still plays virtual tennis? Who plays?
I love virtual tennis.
People still play virtual tennis. Sorry,
it
doesn't matter. It's a game. Keep going.
I have the old one. I still play that.
Let's see. They still got the Fantasy Star series, which
they still have that.
Still got the Valkyrie series.
Oh yeah, Fantasy Star. That's very highly regarded. People still love that still love that
series. We do.
I didn't even know there was a new virtual tennis.
Nope, there hasn't been for a while.
Who still plays? They still make virtual tennis games? Really?
Yeah.
Yep, they do.
Okay. And what's the last?
Yakuza. They have Yakuza. They have that.
Yakuza.
Yakuza. Listen, Yakuza is like a mixed bag to me. It's like it has a good story. It has a really good story, but it's like the gameplay is kind of wishy-washy.
You know, I understand that, but they still have that. You know, and they still have one of the biggest games that people would love to see a sequel to, Shenmue.
Shenmue, that's true. They still Shenmue.
You're never going to see it. You're never going to see it. But
so
it's a
we're talking about what do they have? Okay, let's talk about. Let me say this because I feel that I've been like I feel like I'm like trying to be pushed out of this Sega layoff conversation.
You're asking what have they made lately? We're agreeing.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not. I know what they made lately. I'm talking about directly from Sega. The only thing they've made that anyone cares about is this Yakuza series. That's
and the Phantasy Star series. And if you want to get technical, Alien Isolation because it's Creative Assembly.
No, Creative Assembly.
It's Sega.
Okay, they own Creative Assembly, so that is technically Sega, but that's not really in-house. I don't consider. I consider that acquired. That's an acquired studio.
Who owns 2K? Is it Sega or is it someone else?
No, someone else.
It's someone else. Okay, it's someone else. All right.
Wasn't that Take-Two?
I think so.
It's Take-Two.
It's Take-Two. Yeah, I just want to be sure. I'm like, no, Sega's on 2K. I'm trying to actually remember anything else.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that they have nothing. This is why Sega is going with layoffs. And Sega, if you're listening in some way, shape, or form, this is why the reason you're having problems because you haven't made a universally a game that people actually the gaming community as a whole wants to play. You haven't made one in like over a decade, man.
They made Phantasy Star Nova.
Or they haven't let us know about it.
They made Phantasy Star Nova that people are dying to play, but they won't bring it to the States.
They made Valkyrie Chronicles just on PC. That game sold like crab cakes on PC when it came out.
Yeah, you know what? Valkyrie Chronicles, but they've been messing up because they only put the first one on the PS3, and the rest have been a handheld. And what the PC? The first one was on the PC.
The PSP.
Yeah.
PSP, yeah. I'm praying to God they'll port it.
I have them.
Yeah, I have them too. I'm just praying they'll port them
they're
to Steam.
Good games. Like, it's a good series. Like, Valkyrie Chronicles is a good series, but, like, they have, like Hack said earlier, they have a whole mess of IPs that hasn't seen the light of day in, like, almost 20 years.
And they probably won't, and they won't bring them over, and that's the thing.
They won't. And I'm hoping they won't bring them over because I'm tired of Sega. I want Sega to, like, just to fall and just... I don't want Sega to exist.
That's funny, because I say that of Nintendo.
Oh,
yeah, I hate Nintendo too. Nintendo's garbage. Nintendo's garbage, but Sega's more garbage than Nintendo. So.
I don't know, man. Garbage is still garbage.
I can't buy into the
still
Nintendo
stinks.
being garbage.
It does.
No,
I can't co-sign either.
I can't
you
sign up
have
on
to.
that.
Like this.
I feel like
the
Resident
proof
Evil
is right there. I can give you
Zero
like,
going.
I can. Say that again.
Resident Evil 0 going from GameCube to Xbox and PS4 says enough.
Wait, what?
I mean, how many people actually played that game? Hardly anyone. Now people are playing it.
Right. Well, that was because of that dumb exclusive calls.
Which was stupid and shows you how the fan base was.
Right.
Yep, Mundos.
I'll just put my sentence in here by saying, what's the last time I played Nintendo? It was on the Wii. I don't have a Wii U. When's the last time I played Sega? Zax on the Atari 2600. My case in point. And I'm not lying. I actually never owned a Sega system or a Sega game outside of Zaxxon.
Wow, that's sad.
What exactly is Zaxxon?
Like, as much as I hate Sega, top-down. As much as I hate Sega, Sega was actually Zaxxon is shit compared to what Sega.
Zaxxon's a top-down. What was it? Was it pseudo 3D shooter?
But Zaxxon was on the Sega Master System. That was like 86.
The
shit
last Sega games that I've played have been Vanquish. I feel that game not
a Sega game. That's not a Sega game. That's a Platinum.
Okay.
But they owned it. So
and that was a garbage game. Like Vanquish is garbage.
Hey! Your opinions are garbage. Like right now.
Sorry.
Right now.
Sorry.
Last Sega game I played was Alien Isolation and Sega All Stars.
Yeah,
over there.
Valkyrie Chronicles.
Yeah, also Sega All Stars.
Valkyrie Chronicles Steam Edition. That was like $10. Best idea ever. But
also, hey Matt, question: Virtua Fighter 5 on PS4? Is it on PS4?
Virtua Fighter 5 is. I don't think so. Final Showdown is still PS3.
Yeah.
I play that. Yeah, I still play that, but as a fighting game guy, so I have to.
Yeah, but Virtua Fighter came out in like 2007, so.
No, this is Final Showdown. Final Showdown. Yeah,
Final Showdown. That was when did the arcade update come out though?
That came out. That was a full-on lease game. It was on.
No,
it
no,
was
I'm
on
saying when I'm saying it's right. It's we're talking about the console one, but it came from the arcade though. So when
yeah,
did
but
the
the
arcade
only
version come out?
It doesn't really kind of count since they released it
I'm just
arcade
saying,
as a new
Sega,
critical
the bottom
board.
line point is that Sega is just too. They just need to be destroyed.
Sega is dead like this topic right now.
Right.
Neff, do me a favor. Do me
Yeah,
one
well,
favor.
let's go
Do
to
me
Nintendo
one favor
Mega.
so we can segment to our next one. Just say that you hate Sega. Just
I don't need to say it. It's already known universally. Sega's the worst. Bye. I'm glad
Next.
it's-
Well,
All
some
right.
say Sega
Wait,
sucks.
so
Some
on a
people say
scale-
Nintendo sucks. So
on
yeah.
a scale of crime against humanity, Sega's on the top. Okay, just letting you know we have
Sega,
perspective.
Sega is like extinction level of Venice. Why?
Oh Jesus.
Right.
But we have we don't discriminate against any companies on Outerhaven.
I
What do you guys?
I'm one of the founders of Outerhaven, so I can technically say that a
I'm
half
so
of Outerhaven.
hungry right now. Man, we some nachos.
Well, we could discriminate on Nintendo because they're kind of
Nintendo's
screwing people
horrible.
out of their YouTube partnership program. There you go, segue, boom.
Yes,
Anyway.
excellent, Josh, excellent.
Thank
so
you, Josh.
Let's talk about
Oh,
that.
by the way,
Let's talk about
Josh,
that.
Josh,
Talk
how do you feel about the recent love for Smash now that we all have to accept Smash people as fighting games? Oh wait, you don't play fighting games.
I play fighting
Lord.
games. I don't play Smash.
I love
Smash
you
is
so
not a
much,
fighting
dude.
game as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry.
It just burns me so much. I mean, you're my Evo, man. You're my goddamn Evo.
Sorry, too much money. Too much.
I know.
money.
You're my Evo. Country, the Evo used to mean something. Now it's just a bunch of kids running around. Grown-ass man-childs running around mashing buttons, playing Mario. I'm done.
As opposed to grown ass man childs pushing buttons and playing Street
Okay.
Fighter. Okay,
That's
Let's
legit.
talk about
Or
let's
Call
talk
of
about the
Duty.
topic though.
No. Gabe, that's legit because people want money and broken dreams. Man-child smashing for Mario is a bunch of man-childs reliving their pedophiles.
And yet
Fuck
Smash it has 2 games of Evo this year.
Oh, both
They have-
versions?
Yeah,
Yes.
Melee and the latest one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But still, I mean, it still helps Evo, but my god damn it, man. God damn it.
Upon reflection, I have to say, can Evo in any form have any of one of the hacked versions of the game?
No,
they
as-
can't.
as
No,
an
no,
inline
no.
thing?
They couldn't even have it at. No. I'm serious, Gabe. They couldn't even have it at Apex. It was quite serious. No, you cannot have Project M. So it's done.
Okay, make sure people know.
If that was
Because,
the case, people bring in the Rainbow Edition Super Turbo and Majors, or better yet, like
That would
hacked
actually be
version.
awesome though. I can't front Rainbow.
Exactly.
the Rainbow
Yeah.
Edition would
But
be awesome.
we have that now. It's called Mega Mode in Street Fighter. But whatever.
What Omega mode and Ultra?
Yeah, you could be. Yeah. I mean, but I still want Rainbow Edition so I could press start and select and switch characters on the fly. I would love to do that all day, every day. So I would know that people know I've been had tournament wins. Oh, you pick Honda, pick Sagat, let's go. I don't care. Oh, you beat me now, pick a Honda too.
Counter picking mid match. Not gonna lie, that sounds pretty awesome.
It is the greatest idea ever created.
Okay, let's make sure we stay on topic.
All right. So anyway, Nintendo is raised as it's not me.
Not me. I mean, I ain't dying yet.
Dying.
Person, stop dying, please.
Oh, okay. I think that's Liz. Liz, you all right?
Oh, that's not me.
Oh, okay.
That's not me. I'm still.
That's
That's
not me. But I do live in
Well, it's
Florida, and
maybe
I'm
not like
surrounded by
me.
death. So
Wow.
Raise
Okay.
your hand if you have lung cancer.
Joke's on you. You can't see my hand.
That's,
So he has it though. He has
That's
it.
the joke.
So
He has it.
funny.
I did raise my hand.
I can't believe you live around death. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Jesus was over here the other day.
How was he?
Hippie.
Bastard.
Who was over where?
Anyway, never mind. Family Guy reference. Come on.
Yeah, got
Keep up.
reference, yeah.
So for some time, Nintendo had a little what's the word I want to say lockdown on YouTube videos, where basically any money you made off of YouTube videos went directly to Nintendo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't
What?
stream
It was
stream
more-
Nintendo
you
games,
cannot-
so
You cannot put their content on YouTube because they'll flag it, et cetera, et cetera. But I believe it was probably monetary reasons. But
Yeah.
overall, it was an asshole thing. I mean, could you imagine that I'm like you put 90% of YouTubers out the goddamn window because of this? If
Well,
the companies
well,
did
What they
Nintendo-
did was
wait.
actually illegal because unless if you were doing it for review purposes or something like that, or like tournament, or tournament purposes, that's illegal to actually give them money for that.
No. Nintendo had basically claimed that all revenue from Nintendo games that basically were featured via images or footage that were featured on YouTube, the revenue went to YouTube. So they have a new program that they're debating. It's called the Creators Program. And basically what happens here is you register with Nintendo, you register your channel with Nintendo, and basically what happened is Nintendo will not get all of the revenue, and they will get 40%, and users will get 60%. So basically, all your work that you did, either a review or a let's play, or you're featuring Nintendo games or talking about Nintendo games, anything in there that belongs to Nintendo, they can now take a portion of your proceeds that you generate off a YouTube channel.
Right, but
That's straight trash.
The problem with that, though, I feel like, again, they're trying to appeal to Nintendo core people. I'm like, what? That's so dumb. It's just like, yo, stop being goddamn greedy. There's a limit to being greedy. There is actually a limit. And as an accountant, I would know this. There's a limit to how much you can anally rape a human being.
Now it goes a little further.
And YouTube is enforcing this, I assume?
Yes, YouTube is going to enforce. Now, it also goes to state that if your channel is directly dedicated to nothing but Nintendo games, then instead of getting 60%, you'll get 70%. Otherwise, Nintendo gets 30%. So, the bottom line of it basically comes out is, well, it's less strict than it was before. You're still, any effort that you do to promote Nintendo games, review Nintendo games, etc., they will still reach into your pocket and take out some money.
I love it. I love hearing that.
Which is, it's dumb.
That's awesome.
I think it's still. I just think it's generally dumb as an idea. It's like
I think it's awesome. I think it's the greatest idea ever, like put to like,
because what Neff is basically saying. I'm gonna cut him off because what he's saying is basically people are gonna stop doing this shit with Nintendo and not have Nintendo stuff on YouTube. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Neff?
No, I'm saying that Nintendo shouldn't get any press whatsoever because they're horrible. They're one of the worst companies on earth. Okay, one of the worst game developers in the industry. Okay, they're horrible. They're a shitty company, and so their games pretty much suck. Everybody's talking about Nintendo has great games. Nintendo doesn't have great games. They have some great games. That's it.
No. I'm going to record it. Nintendo has people who tell you they're great games. There's a difference.
Right.
There's a difference.
There you go.
They tell you they're great games. Like, for example, Mario Kart 8 is a great game. When you play it with friends once at a party and never speak of it again. Just like when you watch porn on the internet. It's great.
It's true.
And then you never speak of it again. That's how that's what Nintendo is. It's porn. You never speak of them again.
It's true.
I don't know, guys. They recently brought out Metroid Prime over this week, and I was playing on my Wii U.
Get out of here. Metroid Prime is garbage.
You are garbage, sir. You are garbage, sir.
Stop.
Actually, I have to say though, how does this how does this differ from any other does any other first-person company?
It's a
have
Metroid Prime.
No other first-party company does this except Nintendo.
Because I feel like they're trying to maximize as much profit as they can because they don't have any future foresight or anything else. I mean,
that's exactly why they're doing it, and I'm glad they're doing that. That's good. They need to do that. They're desperate. Nintendo's desperate, and they need money because their time is up.
How are they in any need of money? No.
They got
a nice war chest built up.
That's it. That's all they have.
You're serious, right? You're serious, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon. No, I just feel like Nintendo's like, come on, man. There's a limit to this. I mean, the first part is like, because we're promoting your game. I'm like, technically speaking, it's kind of your job to tell us that your games are out there. I mean, you have made the Nintendo Direct thing for what? For me to take more money out of me? I mean, for God Christ. For shite's sake.
I love it. It's beautiful to hear this.
However, like pretty much, how does the advertising revenue normally work for people who already advertise?
Listen.
Okay, look.
Listen. If somebody's advertising for you, this is how it works. If somebody's advertising for you, normally you give them money. You understand what I'm saying? Like the fact that anybody covering Nintendo games in whatever form, review, tournaments, whatever, that's free advertising for Nintendo.
Exactly, and now you decide to say, hey, how dare YouTube make some like extra $10 from this crap? I want my $7. What the f is wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, YouTube has, but I love it. I'm so glad that Nintendo's doing it because anybody that loves Nintendo games like that, or
Nintendo core people,
if you have the gall to cover Nintendo in any way, shape, or form, you deserve to have to pay them. You deserve it because Nintendo's garbage. Nintendo's garbage. Okay.
I don't like
cover
Nintendo,
anything Nintendo. You never see me doing any articles about Nintendo ever.
No, I just think it's like it was a limit. I mean, I personally okay, you make any money from this, you're in a downloadable market, you have your consoles, you have your revenues, you have your tournaments you sponsor. These are things you do to make money and recognition. Now you're kind of just
but technically what Nintendo is doing is illegal actually, and the fact that YouTube's enforcing it, that's just a slap in the face to any
YouTube just don't want no problems. That's all that is.
And the thing is, YouTube is not gonna have. Listen, YouTube doesn't have. YouTube is way bigger than fucking Nintendo.
No, they're not.
YouTube is Google.
Yes, they
YouTube
are.
No,
Yes,
they're not.
Yes, they are. Don't
No,
even
they're not.
Google is YouTube, and YouTube is Google.
Google.
Yes,
part
they
of
are.
it is that YouTube is a part of YouTube is a part of pretty much how brand exposure works now. So if they completely killed it, it would work against the brand completely.
It would work against anybody. Listen, YouTube ain't going anywhere no time, and YouTube's not doing anything wrong by not.
But YouTubers are pretty much how many people get their game news from anyway, from Trump now.
I agree.
Like with PewDiePie being on the cover of
I hate that guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, because you're
old.
old.
Why do you hate PewDiePie? Because PewDiePie's doing it, making money doing it?
No, because he's. I'm sorry, because he's stupid. Sorry.
I'm sorry, you're not 12 years old, but he was cool with 12 years old.
But
Told your kids.
hating. The dude's doing his thing, making money.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying I don't like the way that he runs his channel. And obviously he does. And obviously the way that he makes his video, and obviously other people agree. That's why he's blocking out his comments. People can't tell him, "Hey, your shit's garbage."
What is he doing exactly that you don't like, Hacks?
I just explained it to you. You want me to go in definition, and we can do it offline.
Go, because I don't know exactly why you don't like.
No, honestly,
because he's not funny. The way he runs his channel, he's right. He caters to younger generation people.
Okay, what's the problem with that? What's the problem with that?
Okay, what's the problem? Okay, wait, stop. I'm gonna ask him real quick. So, what's the problem with Frozen?
Frozen sucks, but I'm not.
All right, there we go. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not hating Frozen because it caters to young kids. I'm hating Frozen because it's not a good series. It's just not a good movie.
Hey, and his shit isn't good.
I'm not mad at Frozen because Frozen is one of the biggest things. I'm like Frozen doing this thing and much.
Oh my God, this is not the same that we talked to a couple months ago.
Hating on PewDiePie. Stop hating.
Nah, man. My only beef with PewDiePie is that he kind of manipulated a YouTube system to get his money, and I agree with that. I think he's so back for that. He's so back.
Can't get mad at him for being capitalist.
No, I'm not mad.
No, you can't do that.
I'm not mad at him as capitalist. I'm just mad that he found a way to do
Hacks
it.
is just mad at PewDiePie.
Before you.
PewDiePie's getting that money.
No, not before me.
No, I'm not even mad. I didn't say I was mad. I said I don't like his channel because he's terrible. That's what I said.
All right.
Yeah. I think I agree with.
I agree. Did he actually disable the comments so you can't comment him at all?
Yep.
Oh wow, it's the same thing that bootleg the angry video gamer, the irate gamer, that bootleg guy. Yeah, he's totally bootleg. Remember that irate gamer, the bootleg version of the
dude with the glasses.
Yeah. There's a bootleg version called the irate gamer. He disabled content too. Yep. Bootleg. All he is for bootleg. But yeah, I can't believe he disabled content. I mean, he's huge. I mean, PewDiePie should not even care at this point. At the same time, the people that hate me.
I would keep my comments on. If everybody hated me, I would keep my comments on. I would love to. I just want to. If nobody's hating on you, you ain't doing. Then you're doing something wrong.
At the same time,
Patriots.
It's the Patriots doing something right.
Oh Lord.
I love PewDiePie. PewDiePie, you the man, yo.
You the man, yo.
Have you ever watched Have you ever watched any of his content? I'm just curious. Have you ever watched his content, Neff?
I
have watched PewDiePie, and it's stupid as hell, but I don't hate him. I'm like, yo, he's doing his thing. I can't.
Yo, I love how Neff said this. Yo, it's stupid as hell, but I don't hate on it. Like that's
kind of hating, isn't it?
Yo, I'm not hating on him. The dude is really doing it. Like he ain't doing nothing. He's not doing it. So
basically, you and Shadow have the same opinion about him.
I'm not allowed to have an opinion, though.
I'm not like disagreeing with Hacks that.
But you just blasted me for saying that.
I'm not saying Hacks has to like PewDiePie. I'm just saying that he's not just not liking PewDiePie. He's hating on PewDiePie. Like, why?
Did I say that? Did I say that?
Yes, you did. You said
I said his content is stupid. That's exactly what I said. And you said because I said his content is stupid, I was hating on him. That's exactly what you said. You got everybody here that heard you say it.
Is he passively hating on him or actively hating on him?
I want to say passively because Hacks is an active hating.
So that means you both are doing the same type of hate on him.
No, yeah. I don't hate. I love PewDiePie. I think he's hilarious.
You said
you just said his shit was stupid.
No, he
Yeah,
is
you
stupid.
said-
He's retarded.
Oh, then you
but-
can't love him.
No, I like how stupid he is. It's so stupid.
Okay,
it's
all
just,
right.
but I like that. It's just so. I love how he's so stupid, but he's doing all these. He's the biggest dude on YouTube.
You love the fact that he's getting away being stupid, but you hate the fact it's stupid. That's hate, Stu.
No, listen, no. I'm not hating PewDiePie. I think PewDiePie is doing this thing. I love that he's doing this thing. I don't dislike PewDiePie in any way. I think his videos is not my cup of tea. You understand what I'm saying?
That's basically what.
That's basically what I said, but you said I was hating him.
I'm not debating I'm not saying you can't like PewDiePie, but there's one thing between there's a line between hating somebody and not liking somebody. And you hating on PewDiePie, you just hating on a dude. And I'm like, I don't hate PewDiePie.
But are you guys hearing what I'm? Are you guys hearing this?
I think I need an algorithm to figure out what the hell he's trying to talk about.
Yeah, I know. Oh boy. Anyway, are we all gonna talk about the real question here? That have any of you guys want to hear about God's gift?
What's God's gift? What's that? Me? You mean me?
Holy
Gear.
Bible?
No, Guilty Gear.
Reddit.
Praise be. Praise be. God's gift. Guilty Gear. XR, the greatest game of all time.
Oh, of course, I have it. I have.
There you go. Praise be God's gift, right?
That game
God's
is hard as
No, I thought you
double
were
hockey
talking about
stick,
me.
man.
G-Cell. I thought you were talking about me because you said.
Oh no. Guilty Gear is God's gift now. There was a
That
set
game
play.
is hard as heck, man.
You
Come on.
silence, heathen. It's the greatest game of all time. You cannot speak about God's gift unless you are spoken to about it.
That game.
Sorry,
is hard,
God's gift
man.
is actually Nutella. There, I said it.
Nutella is God's gift on bread and cheese sticks. So I
No,
look at
Nutella's nasty. I'm sorry, Nutella.
That game is hard like an old
Nutella
man's
is
dick in a
actually
strip
something that I
club.
hate.
Hey,
I hate
man,
Nutella
it's a
like
great
Why
that.
you
game.
hating on
Like I
Nutella?
hate PewDiePie.
Seriously?
Nutella's great, dude. It's
No,
like,
Nutella's tastes nasty, man.
dude, just get some like toast and you got nothing.
Get to the game.
Nah.
Get to the game.
Why would I have toast with peanut butter on it? With nasty peanut butter at that?
Jeez, what the hell?
Does it
I
taste
stepped
good?
up
Come on,
into?
man.
What
Come
the
on.
hell I stepped here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
God.
is that Will? What's up, man?
Will, oh God, you get out of here. You're fired.
Will.
Oh, you just popped in.
Wild Will appears.
Oh.
So explain why XR is God's gift to the world.
It's
Explain.
the greatest fighting game of this generation. It has neutral, set play. The air dashing works out perfectly. Potemkin does okay damage. He has room for a
Yeah,
grappler.
I like that. I do like that.
And you know the real thing about this game? It's actually legit, okay? That the way you're struggling in that game is showing that you actually use your goddamn brain and fingers, okay? You can't just hit buttons. God's gift.
Hey, Matt, check this out. Don't just talk about the gameplay because the gameplay is pretty much Guilty Gear. You understand? Talk about the modes, the fucking online component. Talk about that. Let them know
the net play.
why it's God's gift.
God's gift, praise be. The netcode is okay. It's not the greatest, but at least they tell you on top how many frames you're losing. 1 frame, 2 frames, 10 frames. You're losing like 10 frames a game, you should stop playing that person and go cry and go complain to FiOS. Not to your goddamn Guilty Gear. Never complain to Guilty Gear. Call FiOS and get that shit. God's gift, praise be. Sparring mode works. Training mode actually tells you how to actually do knockdowns and proper mix-ups. Praise fucking be, okay? This is the game of the year.
I
Praise
ain't gonna
be.
say that.
You're not finished though. You
Definitely not gonna
still
say
got a
that.
lot more to say about the game.
This game, you know the best part about this game? Is that if you have the DLC character Leo, his win quote is, the reason why, don't try to overanalyze you can't beat me. You can't beat me because you're not me. Praise be Leo. Praise be.
So he beats himself.
No, you can't beat Leo because you're Leo, because you're not Leo.
So he beats himself.
No,
Only person that can beat Leo is himself.
no, not even he can beat himself. He even says that. You're a fraud. Praise be. God's gift.
What?
You're not worthy of it. You don't understand God's gift.
Talk about more about the game. Talk about more about it, like the other things.
Praise the
Talk about the modes.
Nah, man, just training mode and net play. That's all I use. And versus.
No. I'm talking about you played. You used the other modes. You've been online.
There's a story. There's a story.
Right?
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
story.
you can't just toss me. You can't just toss memes without referencing anything, man.
Oh, Potemkin fights for the glory of his country.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. Talk about the online component. Talk about all the modes or the things that you can do online. The thing that the game lets you do online while you're
you
online.
can spectate matches, join rooms, the standard net play stuff. You can
No.
smack.
It's not standard. It's more than standard. It's not
Yeah,
standard.
can the tournament be done on the net play thing?
Yes, you can. You actually run legitimate tournaments on net play. Yes, you can.
Can you do like a round robin thing where players
If you
can get
want to.
inside a room of a certain size and watch the match, and as they play, people
Yes, they can. But that's standard because I play Blaze Blue in Persona, so it's standard in Arc
No.
Systems.
You can actually practice.
I know. You can do
Why?
that in
That's what I'm
Persona.
trying to tell him. He's acting like that's standard. That's not standard.
Well, that's because you play Street Fighter.
That's not standard in Blaze Blue, you dumbass. That's
Actually, you can do it in Persona. You can do it in Blaze Blue CP, yeah.
What, in
Chrono Phantasm, yeah, you can. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't use it on there then because I have that
Exactly.
game.
That's what I said. It's you.
But that's not
Capcom
standard.
players.
The game just came out. Chrono Phantasm came out last year.
No.
That's not
It's standard. You gotta understand. It's standard. Not standard for you Capcom players. Us anime people have been seeing it
No,
for
that's
years.
not standard in most fighting games. What are you talking about?
You Capcom people. Us anime in the future. For the future.
No. That's not. There's a lot of anime games out there, and that's
It's anime.
The first
now.
game that did that probably was Chrono Phantasm.
And actually, you can do that in
Exert.
Persona 1 too.
What? Say
You
again?
can do it in the first Persona game. Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can.
Huh?
Yeah, you can do the
Sure about
Persona.
that?
Yeah, I think so. You can do it in the first Persona game. You can do it in the second one. So big
No,
whoop.
you can't do it. You cannot do it in the first Persona game. You can do it in
Well,
the second one.
You can do it in
What
the
are
second
you
one.
doing?
This dude is just bugging out.
Say that again.
Anyway, Exert
Yeah.
is an awesome game. It's one of the best games of. It's one of the best fighting games currently. It is. It's phenomenal.
It's God's gift, man.
Can I mash the X button like in P4A and play at the level of an Evo competitor?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No, you
And
cannot. No, you can't.
Yes, you can. No, you can,
No, you
and
can't.
then dilute, and then have a couple of
No, you
boosters of
can't.
bourbon. But yes, you can. Some
No,
bourbon.
Don't listen to him, Josh. Don't listen to him. Don't be deceived.
Don't be deceived by God's gifts. Come on.
Right. God will lie to you.
God, now God lies to you. Okay, you play. You
No,
play
okay,
Street-
not God. God's gift. I'm sorry. God's gift.
God's gift will never lie to you. It's giving you everything. Like you have Elfid, who's basically, if you want to fap on Friday night, go for it.
No, I can't front. Elfid is dope. She's a dope pastor. I
Yeah.
love for her. Yeah.
I know exactly. God's gift. So God is being good to you.
Next.
The only thing I don't like about Exert, which is not really too much of a issue, is the being that all these fighting games out now has a huge character roster. This game only has like what?
16
many
characters. 16 at best, I believe.
If that.
Plus three DLC in the original roster.
Yeah, I don't even think. It doesn't even have the whole original roster. It's missing. It's missing
It's only-
quite a few characters.
You're missing Abba. You're missing Abba, Zappa, Johnny.
Yeah,
Abba,
missing a lot of
ABA,
people.
Zappa, Johnny.
I think it's
Anji,
like 12
Lycan,
characters in all. Like,
Testament 6. Missing like 6 characters. Jam 7.
So I think it's like 12 characters in this game in all. Like DLC.
Let me see. Let me count them out. I'm gonna be quite
Yeah,
serious.
why are you going talking all Guilty Gear? I think we should move on to the next topic where it's gonna
Yeah,
talk
let's
gonna
move
become
on, let's
freaking
move
Guilty
on.
Gear.
You will
Guilty
never
Gear,
speak
even
down
one of the
God's
topics
gift
we
again.
talked- we
I will
were supposed to talk
silence you
about.
for this, William. Silence you. Silence you. Talking about. Let me see.
What's next on the topic list?
We were just going to touch on Microsoft, Windows 10, and Xbox One, but I guess we want to hear Matt rant on about, Guilty Gear, I guess.
No, we don't.
Best
No,
game
we
of the.
don't. No,
Oh, you don't want to hear about God's gift? You guys are terrible people. You will all be silenced by God one day. He will come down and smite you for not understanding the neutral and having garbage set play in this podcast.
Oh, Lord. So, all right. So, a couple weeks ago, Microsoft showed off Windows 10, and actually it looked a lot better than I expected it to be. But the only segment I was really interested about was the gaming segment. And during that segment, they actually showed off a couple things that was pretty cool. The first one was them playing Fable Legends on the Xbox One and allowing Phil Spencer to jump on that game session from his Windows Surface Pro 3 and join in the game session. So they were showing off crossplay with Fable Legends.
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
And it was pretty seamless.
That is pretty cool.
On top of that, they also showed off that he was playing a game, Forza Horizon 2, as a matter of fact, on the Xbox One, and then was able to stream that to his Surface 3 Pro as well. So Windows 10 also has built-in streaming from the Xbox One. A couple other features they also had, and it was actually pretty cool, was that Windows 10 will come with a built-in DVR function that will allow you to record and stream
Okay.
from your PC. So there will be no need for an add-on like OBS or Shadowplay, which is actually pretty fantastic considering the fact that this is something that's native to the OS.
Oh.
Not to mention that you can didn't they say that you're going to be able to download Windows 10 for free?
Yeah, if you're
On
running
its
Windows
first year-
7
its first
and
year?
Windows 8,
For
you
its
will
first year?
for the first year of Windows 8 from Windows 10 being available, you will be able to download the OS for free.
Oh.
If you have 7 and up.
Yes.
Yeah, you have 7 and
Okay.
up, right?
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Which you should. So
I mean, it's
Shouldn't
not
be
that hard to
using
go
XP
buy a copy of
shouldn't
7
be using XP anymore.
or 8. You really shouldn't, and technically, you really shouldn't be using XP anymore. You honestly shouldn't be using any 32-bit OS anymore, especially if you're trying to play games. If you're just doing it for productivity, fine. But most games coming out on the PC now are requiring you to have a 64-bit OS.
Yeah, and I'm still running 32-bit Vista, by the way.
And more
Thanks.
RAM, more than 4 gigs of RAM. So, no PAE, guys.
No, what?
PAE.
What's PAE?
Allows you to run more than 3.4, 3.5, 3.8 gigs of memory on a 32-bit OS.
Okay.
But it doesn't work that well either. So.
Well, dang it. I just bought 32 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, now see, if you were running 32-bit OS, you wouldn't buy 32 gigs of RAM. Come on now.
I know, I'm messing with you.
Because you were like, well, I can't use all my RAM. Well, there's a reason why you can't use all your RAM.
Yeah.
But that was a quick intro to Windows 10. I'm actually interested in what's going on. I keep saying I'm going to run the preview on my other PC, but I have yet to get to it. Maybe tomorrow.
I'm running a preview in a VM right now. I actually enjoy it. I haven't. It hasn't taken over as my daily driver yet, but I think that's not too far away. So.
Well, that and the fact that it expires in April, but I'm waiting for the next build after this one with all the functions enabled because I really want to try out Project Spartan, the Internet Explorer replacement. Is that in that preview?
I don't think so.
I will want to try that, and I want to try Cortana.
I was just about to say that Cortana works. I've used it a little bit. I don't too much like it. It's not my cup of tea. What?
I see.
What was that?
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, like I was saying, I tried Cortana. I don't too much like the voice search and voice help things. I can usually find what I'm looking for myself.
I think Josh, who mentioned that last time we talked about that? Was that you, Josh?
About what now?
The voice search versus conventional keyboard and mouse search.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing with Cortana and doing that on desktop and how I think it shouldn't really be necessary and just stick that to mobile platforms. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I agree with that, but at the same time, like I was saying last time we talked about this, if I'm just, typing away and doing something, and I'm like, Cortana, play music track, blah, 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 or Cortana, pull up something that I need to see while I'm typing.
You can do that with Google, though. Too.
Also,
you got to have it open.
I listen to a lot of foreign music, so it doesn't make a lot of sense for me because a lot of my shit has Japanese titles in it, and I don't know how it takes that.
Right.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, my playlist is pretty much full on weeaboo. I mean, I don't think it's going to recognize anything that I have.
Also, I listen to like a lot of music from other areas of the world, like French and Spanish shit. Like, I don't know how it deals with that.
Right.
I guess you would tell it to open up in that native tongue name of the title and see if it works.
I guess the best way is that you guys are traitors to the American country. You should learn some American music. Just saying.
Oh, what the
If
hell?
American music would actually get better, maybe I'd listen to it.
I can't.
I'm sorry,
Matt. I'm sorry. I can't listen to country music about jeans.
Oh shit! You want
about
there?
Jeans, tight jeans, girl, a pickup truck.
My wife divorced. My wife divorced
my
me.
shotgun. I can't do it. I
A
can't do
dead
it,
dog.
man.
Look,
I
listen
listen to music
to me.
without words. That's as good as it gets.
It does. Listen to me, guys. You don't have to like it. Just listen to it so you can be more American. Stop portraying
Why the
this
fuck
great
would I
country.
listen to it if I don't like it? Isn't that the whole thing of America?
No, you have to do what America tells you now. Have you seen American Sniper? We went to Iraq and saved them.
Oh,
Praise
we're
be.
gonna be talking this right now, really?
Praise be. That's a good movie. It's a great movie. I mean,
That was a great movie.
Great
That
movie.
was a great movie.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to send Guilty Gear 3rd over there to Iraq now to save them even more?
Yes, we should.
Oh,
Those terrorists will finally have a reason to die for instead of some stupid Allah bastard.
So wait, we're gonna beat ISIS in a Guilty Gear tournament for the fate of the Middle East.
Yo, that's how
we can make it happen.
all conflict should be. Whoever
Let's
wins
make it happen.
dictates.
Actually, that'd be pretty free. I mean, who they got?
Actually, wait, playing money matches for ransom, and you have to kidnap people, play for their freedom, and if they lose, well, they get beheaded. I don't know, man. Those are pretty high stakes.
Well,
Yeah, I wonder how bad it would be if Mortal Kombat X put an ISIS character in there and the fatality was to behead him.
You know the worst part about it is,
no.
it wouldn't surprise me if NRS and other studios do that. I mean, they do a lot of controversial stuff for money. And
you know what you just did, Josh? You just gave somebody an idea, because even though it won't be in the game, it's on the PC, and if it's on the PC, it'll be moddable.
Somebody
far.
And that's what we're gonna. And that's
is
my.
Is the new MKX coming out for
Yes.
PC?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
And it's also in Evo.
Will there be creatable characters or no?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so Armageddon. No.
So someone will likely make an ISIS skin.
Yeah, somebody will for the PC.
Yeah, just put it on Ermac and we'll be all right.
Actually, that's a funny thing as well, because I just saw it. I think what's his name again? What was that late night show? I forgot.
Conan
Yeah,
was playing it.
Conan Killer's Gamer. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conan is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. So, last topic we had was I really don't want to talk about it because it looks like crap. Yes, it is. We're talking about the Fantastic Four. That's the last topic.
That's not the last.
That movie really
looks good.
Wait, what?
Really?
Did you say that?
Good.
Looks good to me.
It looks
How so?
good to you.
I mean,
I'm into sci-fi movies. That's all I can say about that.
I'm gonna look.
It's more moody, but I guess part of me wants to see more character interaction to see how the acting actually works out. Because like the teaser was mostly pretty much a guy in an authoritative voice telling you how to feel, and like I don't like something doesn't feel right when they do that, man.
I don't know. I mean, people watched American Sniper, and that's what happened. People told me how to feel about this movie, and it worked out for everybody else, right?
But that's patriotism. Patriotism tells you already how to feel, and people already know about that stuff.
Oh,
I like the movie because I was looking at it from a sci-fi perspective.
I was looking at it.
Movies.
I
didn't even see the.
I wasn't looking at it as a comic book character.
Brendan, look at me. Look at me. You're full of shit now.
Wait.
I'm serious. I know all these movies are not gonna be like the comic. And
I want you to understand.
Second of all, when was the last time the Fantastic Four was even valid? The comic
Never.
No.
You know what? And you know what? They won't be anymore because Marvel's canceling that shit.
Like really? But this is my opinion. If you really want a really good sci-fi experience, Gabe, point him to it, please, because you have like 3 movies you told me this year to look up. Tell me, Gabe. Gabe.
But we're talking about Fantastic Four, though.
Yeah, but why watch Fantastic Four? Gabe, tell them the movies now. Do it. Your job. Do it.
No, I'm not telling them. I want to argue about this trailer, man.
This trailer?
Here we go.
This trailer, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, part of the thing is that this movie's trying to build. It's trying to build hype for this current coming movie, and like I did like some of the tone of the some of the tones in the movie. Like I guess I'm still into like having the grittier thing, and also having they have the Black Father and the Black Johnny Storm, with Sue Storm adopted because we can't have a black woman Sue Storm because we're still racist like that.
No. Or better yet, you just can't have a black man can't have a white daughter. Just can't be having that.
Look, who the heck would go see a movie about a superhero family? The premise of how the Fantastic Four was made in like the 50s.
Bionic 6 movie.
Yeah, no.
I was just thinking that. I would watch that.
50s? You gotta appeal to all these new cats out here, and having a family movie. I'm not going to watch it. Hey, Jimmy, would you like to go into space? Yeah, Dad. Let's go. Hell no, I'm not going to watch it.
But people watch the X-Men, which is basically a family.
I just wanted to have a Black Sue Storm. That's all I'm saying. Like,
oh, okay. Y'all being wishful. Okay, I get.
Yeah, because like,
look.
I get the whole thing of. I get the whole thing for some people where it's like, yo, they don't like. Some people don't like the idea of like changing the race of established comic characters, partially because like, yo, you can make a good argument that pretty much it means that you don't actually have confidence in actually having a black character and actually making them from jump. So like,
Gabe, Sue Storm already has a big old butt though. Like,
that's different.
You don't.
Artist dependent.
Different.
So we really don't need a black Sue Storm.
Yes, you do.
It has a nice bot booty.
No, you do. You know why? If you're gonna go black, go all in. You can't just half-ass it.
Stay on topic, please.
way.
Or you have the black mom, or you have a white mom, and you have like one black kid and one white kid. That's the thing that happens.
No, but she's adopted. That's because black man can, like I said, a black man can't have a white daughter. It happens all the time. You understand this, right, Brendan?
Yeah, I hear you.
Exactly.
No.
Can't be having it. Praise be.
Actually, I have to disagree with that.
I still, the movie looked interesting because how are they going to integrate the last two gems into this? That's
no,
what I'm
they're
really
not. It's going to be a
They're
brand new
not.
movie.
It's a Fox movie.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right. It's separate from Disney.
no
Wait,
logic.
wait. So, but 20th Century Fox is still doing it? They still have rights to the Fantastic Four?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have no faith in this show.
Which is why the comic is being canceled by Marvel. Because Marvel's like, we're tired of this shit.
That Robinson's run on the latest Fantastic Four, the K, wasn't that great, but it wasn't that bad either. So they had to cancel it. Especially how ruthless Marvel's become as a comic company lately.
Well, you know, how many times are you gonna say this is the final rendition of Fantastic Four, and then come out with another rendition that's worse than the last one?
I don't know.
It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed worse, partially because like it's just showing like pretty much the peak, the peak interesting parts for it. So you don't know how it works as a connective tissue. It can still be saved, quote unquote, but probably not right now. But still, come on.
It can be saved once Fox loses the property. That's the only theory I have. Well, that's just me.
Let me tell you how much I care about Fantastic Four. I didn't even see the trailer because I don't give two shits about Fantastic Four movies. So.
Same here.
Next.
I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. The consensus is nobody cares.
I got another topic.
Hold on.
Yeah, another topic.
Nani.
Yeah. So. I wanted to talk about.
This is a quick question.
This is a personal topic I want to talk about.
Guys, no, wait. Now, before that, William, I'm gonna ask you a question.
What's up?
Kiddo.
Are you watching Cinderella Girls Love Live? Are you an Idolmaster fan?
No, I'm not an Idolmaster fan. I'm sorry, I can't. You know, not into idols.
That saddens me.
But I don't have no hate for Idolmaster though. I don't have.
But William, are you watching Cinderella Girls?
I like Idolmaster. I haven't been watching it yet.
Did you watch Love Live? Did you watch any Idol series?
The only thing I watched is Puchimas. Thank you very much.
Puchimas. Okay, I'll let that slide. Okay, you can still live on this planet. I don't have to annihilate you. All right, let's do this.
You bastard.
I don't have to annihilate you. That's fair. And Neff already said that he respects it. He just doesn't watch it. I'm cool with that. But I'm just sad that he doesn't watch it. Like,
no, I think I watched like Xenoglossia years ago or something. And
did you watch Love Live? Have you seen Nozomi? She goes full all in on them girls. She be grabbing what she wants. I'm
kind of familiar with like the inner workings of Idolmaster. I just haven't watched the anime.
You watch Love Live, and I guarantee you'll be the happiest person in the world.
I'll try to check it out.
Yeah,
because I've been meaning to give it like a little like.
Yeah, it's.
But like I said, I watched you remember Xenoglossia, like the spinoff, right?
I know.
Right, I watched that years ago, but that's the only Idolmaster anything I watched.
Yeah,
I was just.
But at least you trying. Unlike William, is savage.
Right. Well, Will just doesn't love life,
Oh God, we should. I think we should. I don't think we should wrap. We should probably end the podcast with people knowing about Idolmaster.
I gotta say something.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, Pre-Tell, what do you have to say?
Okay, I have to say this is something personal to my heart. Okay.
Oh no.
I have to say that last year, the newest Sailor Moon.
Oh Lord.
And it's called Sailor Moon Crystal, right? And it's about 24 episodes or so. Something like, it's not 24 episodes. Like, it's a few, it's a good amount of episodes, but it's a horrible show. It's probably the worst thing of Sailor Moon I've ever seen. Like this, it was just so lame. It was the most boring series. There was no real build up of any characters. There was no real good plot. There was no purpose to anything that happened. I was just disappointed. And this first season just finished, and I'm just disappointed, and I hope, and I just want to just say how bad it was, and how disappointed. That's all. That's all I want to say.
Murder.
I don't. I mean, I just. Yeah, I don't know how to put this, but I don't know. I just read the manga and I'm cool with it. I mean, I think who reprinted is Kudanza. Yeah, Kudanza and Kudanza. I say what I want. I'm an American. Don't like you, savage. Anyway,
Kudanza, like where the fuck Kudanza?
Be politically correct about this one, Kevin.
Next, when you watch Idolmaster, I will be. But anyway, seriously, they reprinted it. What'd you say? What the fuck was that?
Anyone?
What the fuck was that?
Anyone?
No, but I gotta say that I'm just so disappointed in this.
Just buy the manga reprints. They're good.
No, I have the manga. I have the manga reprints.
Then what is the problem? What is to be disappointed
with? No, the problem
with?
is that
it follows the manga exactly.
No,
it
does not
things
follow
that
the
were
manga
left out of
exactly.
original
It does not
series.
It does not. It's like listen, Liz. It's like a freaking crib note of a fucking of the manga. It's so. There's quite a few things that don't happen in the manga. Okay.
Like
I don't know. I want to
like for instance,
like what?
For instance, first of all, the four soldiers. Okay, the four generals. Okay, they're killed in the manga. They're killed off like in the first two panels. Okay, they're in this new series. They're pretty much around in the series, like pretty much most of the series.
You do realize what they do is canon, right? It's
What,
from Naoko Strings, where she shows the four generals with the four sailor senshis.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying that has nothing to do with this. That has nothing to do with the in-manga story, though. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, like back in the Silver Millennium and stuff, they were together and stuff like that. You know, the scouts and the forest generals and stuff, but not in the manga story. Not in the manga story. Like during the present era, you understand what I'm saying? Like, but in this new one, but the story was just horrible in this new one. I mean, the manga isn't really that great itself. The manga is okay. The manga is where the whole.
Then why do you watch?
Because I like Sailor Moon the original anime.
Ugh.
That's what I like. And
in English or Japanese?
I like tell you the truth. My very first thing I saw of Sailor Moon was the original English version back in '95.
And that's what you prefer?
Well, it's not really what I prefer. It's actually dear to my heart because it's actually hilarious. But I have a lot of love for the original Japanese version. And
you realize that a lot of stuff was taken out and censored.
Well, they came out at around the same time. You understand? So the manga and the original anime came out at around the same time. So it's understandable that. The manga wasn't finished, obviously, because it had just started around the time the anime came out. So each media had its own little twist and all. Had its own little spin on the story and everything.
No, they completely changed the story in the English version. They got rid of the homosexual relationships.
There was a whole lot of stuff that they did edit it out because it was for children and stuff here in the States and all that nonsense. But that's not the point. That's not really the point. It's just that I like the Japanese version. I like the English version. But the thing is,
you're not telling me shit that makes sense. Like, what is the arc?
I'm not getting that because I was talking to Liz. We were having a conversation, and I didn't get to that yet. You're gonna have to be patient.
Get to the point, man.
I'm getting pretty impatient.
Yeah.
Now check this out. First of all, in this new one, there's no rhyme or reason for her. Do this. The story pretty much has no meat to it. There's nothing's going on really. It's just something happened.
But it's following what happened in the manga.
Yeah, but the manga is really not that great neither. But this really has no. But at least the manga has some type of detail. Wait, hold on. The manga has some type of detail of what's happening. You understand? It doesn't have a lot because the manga is pretty cut and dry as well. But this one, for anime, they adapted certain things. It's not a cut and dry, cut and paste of the manga, though. There's certain little things that they, did to because it's an anime, and so they had to kind of flesh it out, I guess, a little bit. But they didn't flesh anything out. It's just, the story's horrible. The characters.
Why is it horrible? Come on, something.
Because there's no story. I'm telling you, I said the story is horrible. There's nothing.
It's the story.
Anything that happens has no.
Guys, I want to hear. This. I'm going to sum it up.
I said this.
Listen to me before I smack you right now because I'm getting angry.
Who's this? Who's speaking?
I'm speaking. This is what I'm hearing. The story is horrible. It's from the manga. I read the manga. How the fuck is this possible?
It's horrible. Then the manga is horrible because
Then don't watch. Then you're not a fan.
No. I know I don't have to watch, but I watched and I wanted to comment on it. Can I comment that? Can I have that
Can you comment on your brain cells because it doesn't make any sense right now?
Okay.
It doesn't.
All right, Matt.
I don't like this book,
chill
so I'm gonna watch the show version of it and not like the show either.
I hate this show, so I'm gonna watch 27 episodes, man. Come on, man.
No. I watched.
I hate my girlfriend. I'm having sex with her and eating her food.
Wait, hold on. You guys are just hold on. I watched it because I'm thinking that it's gonna get. I'm seeing if it's gonna get better. If anything's gonna
But if you read it, you know it's not gonna get better if you already hate it.
No, but listen.
It's like being God and saying you've got my whole life written out for me already.
No. But the thing is, it's not. They didn't cut and paste everything from the manga. You understand what I'm saying? They made some certain
magical
changes.
Twist, like an anniversary edition.
No, but they took some
Sailor Moon,
some liberties.
Sailor Moon, the anime done by M. Night Shyamalan. Let's make it happen.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that. I'm sorry, I won't watch that. I'm not Shyamalan stuff.
Boy.
I wouldn't. But anyway, it's just disappointment watching it. It was just so boring. I was bored out my ass watching it. Nothing
These
happened.
are fighting words.
Huh? Well, I guess it is, but I don't know why. I'm actually, I'm actually doing people a favor, Sailor Moon.
No, you're not.
If they're called
You're not doing anyone a favor.
a favor by telling them how bad this new Sailor Moon series is. It's horrible. I don't recommend anybody. If you're a fan of Sailor Moon, I don't recommend anybody watching this.
You just made an enemy out of every Sailor.
Huh?
Yeah.
I made an enemy out of the Moonies.
Oh God! You just.
I made an enemy out of the Moonies.
It's just so stupid.
I can't even talk anymore. I'm flabbergasted.
I'm done. Please stop this podcast, man. Please end this podcast, man. Please end this podcast. Please end this podcast. PAX, end this podcast.
Thank you for listening to episode number 61 of the Outerhaven podcast.
When I open.